All right, class, settle down. Class is in session. Everyone get to your seats. Hey there, YouTube. I'm Yukitsu. This is the Yukitsu Times. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to Don't Starve, Goddamn King of Winter. We're basically just sort of hanging around here waiting for a good opportunity to make a break for it, for whatever next thing we can find. We haven't really got a good feed on anything right now, and we've explored actually quite a lot of this damn place. So, yeah, we're just gonna try heading northward here. Over here, there's that Sanity Bridge. I'm hoping I don't have to cross it before I can find the next piece, so I'm gonna try trekking up north first. Once we've gotten up there, hopefully we'll be able to find another path that doesn't require us to go insane, simply because it's so hard to recover that. Alternatively, I could get across and light a gigantic fire and just burn everything I find on the other side, which is very therapeutic. You should try it in real life, too. As a disclaimer, I'm going to have to put up something that says, do not therapeutically light everything on fire, aren't I? So anyhow, once morning comes, we'll be ready to go on our way, but for now, just going to use what few minutes of light, dusk light or whatever I've got here to chop down more trees, get myself ready for more fires, and hopefully we'll be able to survive through whatever the hell it is that we're going to be finding. As you can see, food stores, still a problem, always going to be a problem, and there's not a whole lot I can do about that, just because food's scarce, doesn't regrow all that well, and hunting opportunities are a little bit minimal. Just going to be picking these flowers as well, because our sanity is also edging to the lower side of things. Okay. So I'm just going to be here until morning, so I'll see you then. Hey there, YouTube, welcome back. As you can see, it's nighttime. I figured I'd actually just show you something that I haven't actually talked about in my main series yet, because I've got a little time to kill waiting for morning to come yet again. I didn't find anything interesting during that day, so I just didn't start up the video again. But I did find this on a corpse here, and this is the bush hat. As you can see, I'm nowhere to be seen. Can anyone guess where I am? That's right, I'm secretly the bush. So, the bush hat, I think it's made out of rope and a berry bush, or something like that. I've never really made them because they're kind of useless, but you can use these to hide from monsters. You go like this, you'll look like a berry bush, and if you do it at the right time, monsters will think you're a berry bush and leave you alone. So, it's useful to know about, and I've never actually made one myself, just because, you know, the times where it actually is useful is pretty limited, but, you know, it's a fashionable new hat. It's something a little bit new and interesting, so I figured I'd show it to you guys. And, you know, get ready for the next day while just sitting through this dark, horrible, horrible night again. Anyway, I will see you as soon as I get on the trail with the next piece. Hey there, YouTube, welcome back. I've finished exploring around most of the places where I think it could feasibly lead to one of the things. I'm just going to go to the far south and make sure, double check to make sure that I am in fact at the shoreline. I think I've explored down to the shoreline, but if not, then if I have, then I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to cross the Sanity Bridge. So at this point, I'm going to start intentionally avoiding things like flowers or picking up anything else that can increase my sanity. And I'm also going to stand further away from fires so that they don't restore my sanity either, because I do need to go insane. Yeah, so this does lead to the shoreline. Might be a good idea to destroy these spiders' nests with fire so I can collect silk so I can recover afterwards. So I'm actually going to go ahead and do that. This is going to be one heck of a forest fire, though. Okay, so I'm going to get out of the forest fire. I'm gonna get close enough so that my heat stone... I kind of want my heat stone to heat back up. There we go. I'll just stand over here, watching the inferno. So that'll fill up nicely with spider silk, and be pretty good. And that warmed up my heat stone again. The reason that we're here, though, is I want to find a good spot to look for these green mushrooms. I can't pick them because I don't have a shovel, and I don't have a shovel because I don't have a science machine yet, because I can't find any gold, etc., etc., but once night comes or dusk comes, I'll be able to pick those all up, and they'll tank my sanity down really, really, really fast. So they're a great way to fill up, they're a great way to sort of skip that slow degeneration down to insanity and madness, and go straight to mad, utter bonkers, and just go through that gateway right away. Yeah, this looks like it's the edge of the world pretty much. I don't think I'm going to find any of the things down this way, so... Good to double check, because I would hate to cross the Sanity Bridge and then find out I was wrong. Okay, it's dusk, so I can start picking green mushrooms now. The good thing about Willow in this particular case, which is a little bit of a peculiar good thing, is that Willow has a very low starting sanity because of her easy recovery mechanic. So I only really need 2 of these green mushrooms, and they grow most commonly in these marshes like this. This is going to be unpleasant. Okay. So actually, they've killed that thing, but I don't really want to go into the spider's nest to get that tentacle bat. I don't think I really need it, strictly speaking, either, so we're just going to continue on. Okay, here's the line where I started burning all the things. Oh, and not a moment too soon for me to get somewhere where I can set this up here. Okay, so we'll set up a campfire here. Just drop our stone here while we go do this. One of the things you can do in a situation like this is actually cut down all these trees that you burnt, because it's very easy to chop them down and they produce this very good fuel charcoal. Or is it coal? Yeah, charcoal, okay. And you can throw this on a fire just like it's wood, and it's actually a very good fire source. As you can see, just a little bit of it flares it right up. So, just going to avoid these spiders. I don't really want to mess with them right now. So, just go around chopping down these trees to get the charcoal, and they'll be a great source of fuel. And you just throw it on your fire and burn it, because it's more efficient than wood. Basically, you get 1 charcoal per axe swing, so you break less axes getting the fuel, you spend less time getting it. All around good stuff. Okay, so I need to go out and I need to go get that, I need to go find that last green mushroom. There should be one around here somewhere. Yep, there it is. Okay, I'm just grabbing this just in case, and you can also use these to recover your sanity, if I recall, after you get across. You just roast it up, and it'll recover like 15 points of sanity, and cause only, I think, it's only like 1 point of damage, so it's not too terrible. Okay, also, they're very filling, the raw ones, so that's a good way to get your stamina back if you're going to go insane anyway. Now then. Okay, we're gonna have to bunker down here for the night, but we're now ready to go across the sanity barrier, so I will see you in the morning for that. Hey there, YouTube, and we're back. It's the time just before where we head across here. As you can see, I've done some more exploring, and I found Chester. And I've also gotten a couple of these green caps, so what I'm gonna do is actually cook up 4 of them, maybe? Actually, what's my sanity at right now? It's at 50. I have to double check on how low eating one of these will get me, but I think I can afford to eat 1 more, or cook 1 more, and we'll use these as soon as we get across to instantly recover a lot of our sanity. So, as you can see, our sanity is actually pretty low. I've been neglecting it pretty hard. I caught some extra rabbits and I made an extra rabbit earmuff just so that we'd be in a good position as far as that goes, but as you can see, we're getting pretty low on inventory, so we're just going to have to make sure, or inventory space, so we're just going to have to make sure that everything that we have is vitally important. So I'm absolutely sure that there's nothing left over on this side as far as things go, so we're going to try and get ready to go across here. Okay, let's pick up our heat stone, let's put on our rabbit earmuffs that are almost broken, and let's head on across here. Okay, hopefully this one will be enough to drive me insane. If not, I can go stand near some tentacles or something. Okay, so, yeah, that'll get us across here. And let's just hope that the cooked green caps are the ones that recover my sanity, so. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to also light this on fire. Just stand in the fire for a little bit here. It's important to recover as much of our sanity as we possibly can here. So, not entirely sure what kind of biome it is that we're going to be in for here, so it might be difficult to find the resources we need to survive while we're across here. So, I'm just gonna let my sanity recover, and once I've gotten it back up, we can start our hunt for the pieces again. So, I'm basically just gonna be lighting trees on fire and standing on them. Because it's one of the most efficient and easy ways to recover my sanity as Willow. As you can see, it's going up pretty quickly here, already up to 62, it's not terrible. But what I really want to find is like a flower field or something like that, or more green mushrooms across on this side. So we'll have to see how things go across here, but you know, it's important that you recover your sanity as quickly as possible so you don't get attacked by the shadows, unless you've got like lots of weaponry or something like that. So if you've got a lot of weapons, you can fight the shadows, and it'll be actually pretty much fine. Okay, let's see. I just want to check out this map approximately. Okay, no idea whatsoever. Also, we're getting some lag here, so I'll be just cutting the video for here until I figure out why it's doing that. Okay, so we're back. Hopefully whatever that was is fixed. I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, as you can see, we're just running across looking for... Oh man, it's not one thing, it's another. 1 second. Okay, welcome. We're back. Sorry about that. It's actually been a little while. I had to go help with dinner, make myself dinner. Oh, this looks pleasant. Okay, so it's getting quieter, so I think we have to head up this way. That looked all like a very pleasant little bit of a fracas there. Okay, we're getting close. Okay, good. We found it. Let's get this quickly before we go insane from these flowers here. Grab that spear as well, and get the hell out of there. Perfect. Ooh, a boon. All he's got's a trap. Not too useful, so we'll just keep running. So, looking at this place past the bridge here, we could really sort of go anywhere. I'm going to try moving along the south coast first, because it looks like the map heads further in that general direction. I don't really have the time to go hunting right now, and I have no real inclination to do so, just because I've got a lot of food already. So we're just going to keep on, keep trucking. Our stone's about to run out of heat, so we're going to have to light a fire pretty soon, but I want to wait till closer to dusk before I do that. Okay, so we're going to run out of inventory space before we have all the things, I think, but, oh no, actually I have just enough, assuming we don't find anything else that's useful on our way. So, just going to keep on running, and I'll see when I've got something else interesting to talk about. Okay, so something happened that's interesting pretty much right away. So we've got a hound wave chasing us. We're going to head towards those beefalo that we saw earlier. The problem being, of course, we're freezing to death here. We might have got past them. I don't really know here. Let's see. Where the hell were those beefalo? I think they were up and over here. Okay, we have to stop. We have to stop here. Looks like they've stopped chasing us though, so that's all well and good. Not really sure what was going on down there, but they almost got Chester, so we're just gonna cook ourselves up these berries here and eat them down. We've taken a little bit of damage from the cold, but not too much. 11 points of damage. So let's just eat this up and should be okay. Now, my sanity, as you can see, is dropping even further, so we're just gonna really get this fire blazing as much as we can here to try and get some of our sanity back. Standing in the fire, of course, regains sanity for me, so let's... Okay, well, whatever. Yeah, our sanity is getting hard to manage here. Okay, so we're gonna have to keep moving, I think. Down that bottom way, it looks like it's just straight to nothing really that useful, so we're gonna try and continue on down this way and further to the left, though. We might be able to get something useful this way. My general hope is that we'll find a somewhere where we can find some flowers, because that's our top priority right now, is getting ourselves back on the sanity track, getting ourselves back on the bandwagon of sane people. Now, what would be really unfortunate is it's possible that there is a disconnected island somewhere. Ooh, a flower here. And if there's a disconnected island somewhere, we're going to have to try and find a portal to that. And we may have left it behind, because my search for things wasn't quite thorough enough to catch something like that. And that, you know, I didn't explore every single millimeter of the other side of the map. Okay, so it's at least we can get across here pretty easily. Oh, damn it. Okay, so we're going to have to camp here and then try and get across in the morning. Right now, what I would really like is to find like one piece of gold, and you know, one piece of gold would let us accomplish quite a lot, really. It would let us make that science machine, and once we got that science machine built, we'll have access to a lot of things that we can prototype that'll increase our sanity, and it'll let us build bedrolls, which You know, there's a lot of grass around. I haven't been picking it up lately, but, you know, I'll get back to you in the morning. Okay, and it is once again morning. It looks like there's nothing on this side. We're going to have to cross over past those wolves. Fortunately, a bit of a flower here. That's perfect. Okay, so that'll be about all that we're going to be able to get off of this side before we have to go across these wolf dens. So this could be potentially quite dangerous. One of the things that I can do is build myself a grass suit here. Problem being, of course, that if I wear it, I won't be able to use my backpack. So what I'm going to do is... Be incredibly opportunistic here. A beefalo got killed by these wolves here. So we're just going to grab up everything we can here. Okay, and I think that's going to be enough for now. So let's just get the hell away from here. Okay. And here we can see some gold, so we're going to actually mine this up real quick. Okay, that's fine. We'll give that to Chester. And now let's add this and this over to Chester as well. Okay, so our odds of finding anything like a flower over here is pretty low. Oh, nope. More grassland. Okay, so we're actually going to be fine. Now, it might be a good idea for us to just keep exploring a little bit longer before we hunker down and build ourselves a bit of a base here. So the reason simply being that I think there's a thing nearby, so let's get our radar out. Yeah. Kind of figured there would be something nearby. It was a little bit noisier on the other side of that wolf thing. Nope, so we're heading the wrong way here. Okay, we have to build a fire. And let's build it where we can get some resources here. Okay, so not ideal, but this'll do. Cook myself up a nice steak. First time I've had meat, and the good thing is it'll give me a good boost to my sanity as well, so let's grab ourselves up some good resources here. Can even chop down this stone here. I wasn't actually sure if I was going to find any stones, so I actually threw out a bit, but, you know, was running fairly low on inventory space, and I hadn't had Chester when I threw that out, so... Okay. Now, one of the things that I might be able to build, I'm not 100% sure, is I might have enough for a beefalo hat. No, I don't. Okay, let's go do a quick run back here, actually, to this dangerous, dangerous place. And we need to get the horn. Shit. Okay, let's pick up this meat. Oh, crap. Okay, let's see if we can draw another beefalo herd over there, because they killed all the beefalos. Okay. Well, that's going to be incredibly unfortunate. Let's see here. Okay, no, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the beefalo down here. Come on, wolf. No, they're not running far enough. Okay, well, one of the things you can do if you want to get the beefalo up towards there is this. Warning, not recommended ever. Especially because my timing is shit. I'm now in the cold, so I have to be extra careful here. Okay. Ow, what the hell? Fortunately, we'll resurrect on the right side of this thing, but this beefalo is pissed. Like, he's chasing me a lot further than I've ever been chased by a beefalo before. And with the cold like this, I'm actually probably just going to have to use my table. But fortunately, it let us get back across the thing, so... But yeah, this is bullshit. This is tremendous amounts of bullshit. Okay, so what we're going to have to do is just start lighting fires. Where the hell's my lighter? Shit. Okay. Okay, so that warmed us up a little bit. And this beefalo is just never gonna give up, apparently. Okay, well, I wonder if they changed the AI for these things. Okay, so if we sort of stand behind this fire here, we should be relatively okay. Okay. Just put our spear on. Okay. Didn't want it to have to turn to this, but looks like it's going to. This would be a lot easier with a spike bat or something. Oops, oops, oops. Okay, there we go. That was rough. Okay, so we never did end up getting that horn that we wanted, but whatever. We're right by a thing, so let's eat up some meat here. That'll be tremendously useful. I never did manage to get a horn as I was doing that run by, unfortunately, but you know, I'm not going to actually worry about it too much. Okay, so let's go grab the thing from over here. Crank thing, grab it, get out of there. Don't want to be standing in the insanity aura too long. As you can see, we're actually a little bit insane right now, so we're just automatically lighting fires. So let's cook ourselves up a little bit more meat, actually. And once morning comes, we'll look for that last thing. Okay, looks like that'll do us for now. Okay, welcome back. Good morning. As you can see, I've built myself a bit of a science machine. This is just a real quick sort of fix, so while I get myself geared up for the sort of last run, basically, as we get ready to find our way out of here. So we're just going to have to start picking grass and cutting down any trees that we find, since we're running quite low on our fuel. Of course, as Willow, we've always got the option to start torching random things that we find, but as you can see, my sanity way up thanks to the efforts of just running around like that and inventing everything. So, just gonna start healing back up by eating whatever it is we can find. Oh, my rabbit hat's degraded down to nothing, so we're just gonna have to wear another rabbit earmuff. Okay, so once we get warmed up by this fire, we'll be ready to go here. Just gonna cook a couple carrots here to eat for health. As you can see, cooking the food and doing it that way, real big help for that. And we're back up pretty much to full sanity now too, so we're looking pretty decent here, all things considered. Now, knowing our luck, we're gonna have to get past another barrier of some sort to get to the next thing. That would not be that unlikely. There's some Qualiphant tracks back there, but honestly, we're not in a position to go get those right now. Could start collecting silk, but I don't really feel that's necessary. So, let's actually... Crap. Not this again. Okay. These things always seem to know exactly when I have to stop to regain some heat, but okay, let's do this for a second. Where's that? Shit. Okay, I did not want to get hit there. That was really bad. So, yeah, we're just gonna have to keep running along here. But I couldn't afford to let them keep chasing me just because of the sort of situation we're in here. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to wait till this fire actually gets up all the way to a decent level here. So we are actually in a little bit of danger right now. We've only got, like, what, 43 hit points? And it's pretty cold, so we're suffering from that as well. But we're getting pretty close. As it gets more dangerous and more dangerous, that's proof that we're getting closer and closer to our end goal here. We've also got plenty of food thanks to all those beefalo that boldly gave their lives for the cause of feeding me. But this place is pretty darn big, in all honesty. I really don't want to have to cross back over that wolf area. That would be absolutely unpleasant. So we're just going to check around down through these plains first. It looks really unlikely that we're going to find anything useful. And since we haven't found any trees in a long time, we're going to have difficulty making fires. So we are going to have to just start lighting the terrain on fire and going along with that. So I'm actually going to be relying on that almost exclusively for the next time I get cold, which isn't as much heat as I would really like it to be. So we're not in a great position here, but you know, that's King of Winter for you. It's a beefalo down here. Okay. Kind of figured that would be the case. So basically I'm just running around and lighting whatever it is that I get near on fire, and that'll be basically how we're going to try and keep warm here for a little while. We've got our rabbit earmuffs on, but honestly they're not a whole lot of help. So, you know, it's going to be rough surviving this. But, you know, hopefully we'll do okay here. Okay, so apparently there's just no things down this direction whatsoever. Hopefully it's not on an island somewhere. That would be the absolute ideal. And we're going to have to eat our berries pretty soon because they're starting to go off, which is pretty bad. They're one of our big sources of persistent sustenance, if you will. Let's see. Still absolutely no signal. Okay, so we're going to try heading up north as far as possible next and see if that takes us anywhere useful. It seems as though there's nothing going on down here at all. So this is pretty much what this last little bit is like. It's going to get pretty desperate as you start going through these barriers, as things get more and more dangerous. So, especially when you're in a place where the resources are not in your favor, for example. So, like, this place is really bad for me. It's going to make it very difficult to survive these last few days just because there's no wood, so there's no fires. I kind of figured this might happen, so I stockpiled on a lot of wood and a lot of charcoal before I came over here. But I don't know if it was enough. You know, maybe you should try and think about bringing, say, 50 wood when you come across over here. Oh, damn it, there's nothing up here either. Aha. Okay, so this is another barrier. This one only lets you cross when you are sane. So hopefully this will lead us. Yes, this has led us to the promised land. So I'm going to start a fire down here. And I'm not going to let it get big enough to get out of control. But one of the things you can do now is cook. So we're going to do that here. So that these berries that are starting to turn, just going to chomp them all down. Okay, perfect. But the more important thing, I can now replenish my wood supply, which is going to be absolutely vital. Hopefully I won't go insane while Chester's on that side of the barrier, but it looks like he's decided to come back over to the land of the living. Now, one of the things I could have done is made myself a bit of a shovel. I don't really feel it's honestly necessary at this point. Since my inventory is so clogged, it would be kind of odd. It would be a little bit difficult. Anyway, let's just chuck that rope in there. Anyhow, I will see you come morning. Hey there, YouTube. Welcome back once more. As you can see, I've been sort of running around these sort of foresty areas. If you can hear that sort of beastly growl in the background, that means that we're being hunted by the deerclops right now. So it's a pretty big threat during winter. In perpetual winter, obviously, it's just a perpetual threat. So hopefully we'll be able to avoid encountering him. But he sounds pretty darn close. Now, since we don't have an established base of any sort, it makes sense for us to just keep running. He shouldn't be able to keep up with us if we just keep doing that. And all we have left to find now is the exit. So I'm just going to take a quick glimpse at my map here, and it looks like it has a chance of being north. I have a feeling it's going to be north. So we're going to head that way. And hope that we don't get killed by the deerclops. Now, the deerclops isn't actually too bad to kill. You just sort of have to kite him like you do a lot of other bosses. The problem is that we are lacking a lot of the resources that, strictly speaking, we would want to have for fighting something like the deerclops. So it's not really in our favor right now to be fighting something as deadly as the deerclops. Looks like we're headed off in the right direction right now. So I'm actually going to call the video here. I think this is actually a pretty good place for it. And I hope to see you all next time.